Thanks, Kev. We are now joined by Glenn Hall from the Terre Haute Fire Department, and we're here as we do every time on the first of the month to first remind people to check their smoke detectors. That's just one thing you need to check off on your calendar at the first of the month.
Correct. Make sure you check your smoke detectors there at the first of the month. Make sure they're working properly. If they're not, get the battery changed in them if that's a problem. If not, get a new smoke detector placed.
And you know, as we say too, if people kind of wonder where they should place their smoke detectors, are they in the right spot, we can always give you guys a call, correct?
Yes, correct. You can always call our front office and they'll be more than happy, or stop by any firehouse and the guys there at the firehouse will be more than happy to help you out.
Wonderful. And this month we're also going to talk about things related to cooking. And how to be safe in the kitchen, because you know that could quickly turn into a bad situation if you're not careful.
Yes, we go on several kitchen fires throughout the year, and a lot of it's caused from grease fires and people not handling them in the proper way. So yeah, this month we're going to talk about cooking safety. The biggest thing always remember is if there is a fire in your oven or your stove, just leave the microwave or your oven, just leave the door closed.
Okay.
Don't open up the door, leave it closed. If you open up that door, it just lets the fire get oxygen, makes the fire grow at that point in time. Also, when you're cooking, put the handles of your pans towards the inside of the stove, not facing out where someone can grab them or you can knock them over yourself.
Especially little kids,
yes.
They like to grab things,
yes.
So that's important.
Another thing is when you're using grease and you're cooking with grease, have some large lid or something to cover that pan that will cover the pan fully in case there is a fire in that pan. That way you can put that lid straight over the top of it. Never use water on grease fires.
Okay, that was my next question, is what should we use if there is a grease fire?
Never use water and never use a fire extinguisher on it.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you use a fire extinguisher, the biggest thing, if you hit that grease, you're just splattering that grease from the pressure of that fire extinguisher.
Okay.
So what you want to use is cover it with a lid, or a cookie sheet's one good thing. Also flour, pour flour over the top of it, helps smother it out. What you're doing is trying to get the oxygen away from that grease at the time.
Very good information. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning and providing us with some great information. And as always, if people are in need of smoke detectors, can they come to the fire station as well?
Come to the firehouses, talk to the firemen there. They're more than happy. We do have a program starting out where every city engine and fire apparatus has smoke detectors.
Oh, cool.
And the firemen will be checking smoke detectors. If they make a run to your house, they will check your smoke detectors and make sure they're working properly.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. As we take you to break, here's another look at all that information about how you can get a hold of the Terre Haute Fire Department. If you have any questions for them, they would be glad to help you out. You're watching News 10 this morning. We'll be right back.